soil forgets its name. There lies a land the stars don't see, where breath is still, yet minds run free. Ash drifts slow with ghostly will. The moon's reflection drinks its fill. From rivers black and forests bare, the dead walk slow with living stare. These are the deadlands, cursed yet wise, where truth walks cloaked in death's disguise. The laws of life are left behind, but there's a soul in every spine. Here we march through rot and bone to mend the seeds that we have sown, to cure, to grieve, to understand, to learn, to reconcile in the deadlands. They speak in echoes, calm and low, of memories buried long ago. Not monsters, no, but mournful kin, trapped in the stillness of their skin. They built their towns of twisted grace.
All right. Welcome. As we are in the midst of the Deadlands, below the fallen city of Zadash, known as the Ghoulish Dominion. In this place, there are many things that seem to rule. But currently, where our heroes have decided to come down to, seems to have been at least once, if not currently, a workshop of sorts for Azrael, the once member of the Razgard, who is pursuing many of the pathways of Vecna themselves, and at least a version of whom has been defeated by the current Razgard. Though the Zek nature, they've just begun to understand a strange reincarnation, resurrection, but tainted with powers of secrets. And it seems that through this line that Azrael has made between himself and the now defeated Lecrae, a strain of the Whispered One's essence has been able to find its way into the line. Whether that has been corrupted or what amount of corruption it has wreaked upon the line remains unknown. But after several encounters, trying to hold off from destroying Razgard, the namesake of the Razgard, and the children, spirits that he was protecting, now controlled and made to fight, they thought of leaving. And right before they did, Shinryu sent a little bit of a scout, Merrick Fox, to just see the one door that lies ahead that they had not yet fully explored. And it was then that he sensed the screams of Fey folk, tortured. And that's where we left off. So what would everyone like to do?
Shiny's gonna stop dead in his tracks. Like, literally, like, Scooby-Doo skid. And he is going to, I think I'm in Azrael form right now, right? And he is going to shape change back into the Planetar, and he is just going to start booking it backwards.
All right. Remind me the length of shape change.
I think it's like 8 hours or something. Or
1 hour.
1
1
hour.
hour?
And we haven't short rested yet, right, everybody?
No.
No.
Okay. Still checking here. So you all watched them begin to book, going against what you had planned, over to the people you had in some type of spells. Those spells aren't going to last long. What do you want to do?
Mars and Elanthor are both booking after Shiny.
Yeah, I suppose there's not much else to do. Following Shiny.
And where's my? Can't find my D&D Beyond. And he gets. These guys are still. Are these still Landmead?
Yeah, for another 45 seconds.
I also put mass suggestion on them, did I not?
On the 3 of them that are back in the room, the 2 that are in pink are under hypnotic pattern.
Let me check. I think all of the kids are. Razga passes save.
Okay.
The kid just couldn't move because it's asleep right now.
Okay.
Shiny's just gonna fly right past these guys, and through the psychic link, all you hear is Shiny going, "Have to save him! We have to save him! We have to save him!"
What's he talking about?
And he's gonna try to open the door.
Okay. Just want to give a chance for everybody here. This is sort of happening.
Yeah.
He does this to Lanthor. He kind of is the new king of the summer court, so he thinks he has to save every soul in existence that was Fae now.
Right. I'm gonna pretend like that all makes sense to me. Okay.
All right. So, going to the door, Razga is like pulling against these spells that are binding them. And you see the door. Looking at it fully now, it's crafted of iron. And has several locks, it seems. It is almost like it's confusing when you stare at it. As though it's shifting or doesn't make sense.
You retain your creature type. Okay. So is there like no handle or anything on it?
There doesn't seem to be a handle, no.
Does it look like it's a double door situation, or
It is a double door.
he's gonna try to push on it?
Okay. In that case, as you touch it, it shifts, and you see the patterns on it move. And on each door, there's what appears to be a tree. And both trees grow out of iron. And man, we've got so much initiative going right now. Let's grab. Gotta put Razgar in here. We got. Here. Let's just move Timmy. Yeah. My bad. Oh, I just can't click today correctly. Here we go. All right. So, with that, we will start. So the turn counter goes down. As you see these trees, as they grow out, they seem hungry, and vines are kind of pushing all around. And Laren, you'll get to go first.
She'll charge forward. Bonus action, Blade Song.
Nice.
Start stabbing. (28) to hit for 15 points of force.
Nice.
And 20 points of radiant.
Right.
26 to hit for 20 points of force.
Very nice.
30 to hit for 13 points of slashing and 1 point of thunder. And yeah, that's her turn.
Okay. Let's look. All right, so you do see that it seemed to resist some of the slashing, even magical. All right, as its iron form kind of withstands it. Shiny.
Going to just his eyes are going to flash, and he's going to say like, "Move out of the way!" And Holy Burst, DC 20 Wisdom save.
Okay. Sorry, Laren, I missed if you did. Did you back off after you attacked?
No, she's
No.
there.
Okay, just on my map is weird. Okay, perfect. So, that's DC 20 what?
Wisdom.
All right. Is that just two particular creatures or
Yeah, enemies.
enemies? Perfect. Right. In that case, the one that was sitting, wisdom save. That is 16 and 15.
They take 27 points of radiant damage, and he's going to hit him again with the same thing. So another DC 20 Wisdom save.
Is
And if they fail, they take 21. I mean, yeah, if they fail, they take 21.
Okay. What's the DC?
20.
Okay. All right. So it looks like it's a half on a save.
Yep.
A good one saves. All right. Anything else?
No, that bonus actions. No, that's actually yeah. He will actually cast. There's not enough room. Nope, that's it then.
Elanthor.
Elanthor and Mars look at each other. Elanthor nods to go towards Razga, and that'll just be Mars is out of the combat because again, do two characters once. So I'm gonna send Mars over that way. Do I stick with tried and true, or do I try something funky? Yeah, I'm gonna go with something funky first. Lanthor is going to run up towards the tree on the right, summoning the sword, and he's going to hit the tree with the sword while casting Vengeful Blade.
Okay.
That was a shit roll. There's a 16 hit.
16 does not hit. It sparks off the tree.
Okay. Well, since Vengeful Blade is a cantrip, the bracers will light up, and I will use that momentum to swing back around at the same tree to try to make another attack. Yay! That's 23.
That hits.
So the tree is going to take... Good thing it's max damage, because I know it's got resistance to slash. 15 points of slashing damage, which is then going to be reduced because I saw it's resistant. But whenever it makes its next attack or like deals damage to... Oh, let me read it. Yeah, the next time the tree makes an attack or casts a spell before the start of my next turn, it's going to take some damage.
Nice.
And just for shits and gigs, he's going to back up, back to where he was.
Okay, so... So you had stepped forward a little bit, and then you went back.
Yeah, I got into melee, did the 2 attacks, one that missed and the one that hit, and then I'm stepping back.
All right, so as that occurs, they do both attack.
So let me roll that Vengeful Blade damage for
Yes,
3d.
indeed.
Okay. 22 points of necrotic damage.
Nice. Actually, double check those. Okay, so with that, the one here, how do you want to kill it? Because it will totally wither.
Fun. So Lanthor, like the blade of the carved through and left just like a weird dark aura around it. So when he stepped back and the trees went to make their attack, that tree, it just kind of like, that necrosis kind of quickly spreads throughout the limbs of the tree and the bark, and it just crumbles to dust.
Nice. All right, the other one, it comes in. The leaves here sharp like razors, 28 to hit.
Yep.
All right, that is 15 slashing damage. And as they scrape, they begin disintegrating into your arm for additional 10 force damage.
And Razga is still hypnotized.
Very good. Then Ilumia.
Illumia swirls her staff around, her eyes flare with this iron color as she looks and slams the staff down and goes, "Time to grow, my favorite grandson that's adopted." And Warden grows enlarged.
That's adopted. True, I guess.
Very nice. Anything else?
I guess I will fly back. That's my turn.
Okay. Then we'll go to the tree here. So this for now. All right. So they go on and all right. That'll be they spin their leaves. Essentially, spins and leaves fly off, razor sharp to everyone in the area, which is everyone but Nylumia, who's just out of range.
Ha!
I need deck saves.
7. Oh wait, plus Warden's plus 6, right?
Yes.
Plus 7. So 13.
Right.
Still fails.
DC 15 on a fail. That is 33 slashing damage, and therefore 16 on a success. And with that, we'll go to Warden.
I will come up and attack it.
Nice.
And I'm enlarged, right?
Yes, you are.
Okay. 30, and this is not undead, I'm guessing?
It is not.
Okay. So that's 13 piercing and 2 radiant. Is a 30 to hit.
Nice.
And then
So 13 and what radiant?
2. And then
2. Okay.
a d4 3 extra for being large.
Nice.
25 to hit
That hits.
for 8 piercing, 7 radiant, and then an extra 3 again. Do we see anything else past this tree, or is it just the tree that's left?
Like the door is still here, but the tree.
Oh, okay,
is
okay,
attached to the door.
That'll. I've got plenty of first levels. Why not? That was terrible. 2 extra radiant damage. That'll be my turn.
All right. Razgaz still held fast. Laren.
I sure keep stabbing. 19 to hit.
That hits.
20 points of force damage. And 18 points of radiant. $17 to hit.
That just hits.
20 points of force damage.
with that, it shudders as it falls off and melds back into the door.
Hmm.
Shane's gonna try to SWAT team kick this door open.
Last time you tried that, 2 trees popped out. Can I at least inspect it first, King of the Summer Court?
Yeah. Yeah.
Elanthor will come up and help Laren with that. And give you the help action plus guidance.
Let's see if there's any, like, less violent way to open this door that doesn't involve 4 trees popping out next time.
All right. You can go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
Oh, not 20, 39.
Looking at this, you can see it's heavily warded. In addition to this, it does seem that the enchantment that summoned these trees will recharge over time, though it's safe. Though you can tell from within the room, it is essentially hollowed against fey creatures,
Oh, darn it.
barring entrance and dealing damage unless invited in.
Aren't we still all undead, Laren?
Not Shiny. Shiny's been safe for this whole... I mean, Shiny's not safe now.
Didn't you
What-
cast that spell on us to make us undead?
I don't recall doing that last night.
Okay.
Well, can someone open the door?
Is there any way that the spell maybe the door, or...
I have 1 spell slot left. But I could also take a minute to get 2 back.
Well, you also don't have too much time here before your friend comes up here.
Exactly.
I'm trying to dispel magic on the door.
So the door itself, you actually think is fairly safe. It's just the room itself is going to be warded in the hollow.
Oh, okay. So she is going to tap Shiny and cast magic aura on Shiny. That's the only Fae we have. Mars can stay outside, right? You can, like, take care of Raska.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Fine, yeah.
Yeah, and then kick open the door. Someone kick open the door.
Take care of, like, fight Razga?
I mean, like, talk to him. Like, make him find the meanings of life and whatnot. You know? Or on
Yeah, I think you have the wrong person for that there. I'd made horrendous life choices. Before the Rosgard.
better than mine, surely.
Probably. No offense to you, but... But yeah, I'll just stay at the door, I guess. I don't know. I'll call.
Well,
or
I mean,
something.
once we're in there, can't we just invite Fae in? Isn't that how the magic works? You said unless they're invited in, right? Like vampire rules.
It's your once per lifetime vampire experience. I don't think that's how it works, but we could try it.
Okay. Well, so as you are trying to figure all this out at this juncture, I don't know, Razgar's enchantment's going to wear off. You only had a minute on him.
Yep.
Well, we're gonna go through.
Well, I'm like, as you open the door, Razgar yells, "No!" As he's at top of initiative here, so he will lose his enchantment. As he's done with the pattern. And you can try to go through if you desire. That's fine. But they will. Yeah, I think to start off, they're going to go ahead and get all of you in the 20-foot radius sphere. As a circle of fire and death moves around you, flames. Go ahead and do, this is Dex 18.
Alanthor just saves.
Shiny got a 26.
Okay, perfect. Then that is 29 fire damage and 33 necrotic for fails. So 14 and 16 for successes, plus your resistances. Then, all right, I'm gonna move up here one. Yep, as they ran up here, that'll be Laren's turn.
This hasn't been a full minute since her blade song went up, right? Because the hypnotic pattern went up before.
Yeah.
Okay, she just got hit. She's going to hit this guy. She doesn't care, so.
Yeah.
15 to hit.
That will miss onto the armor.
Okay, 22 to hit.
22. He'll parry with his sword. Goes.
Fine. Oh, and that one. And then she is going to move to the other side of him
Nice.
and say, well, I know you want to go in, Shiny. Now's the time. Do it. It's a turn.
All right, very good. We'll turn and oddly allowing themselves this attack because they're compelled, and they're going, you've been good at dodging these, as their blade flies towards Laren. Takes legendary. Only for a 15. And Shiny.
Shiny is he's just going to. I can't really do anything about that guy. So he's just going to go into the room.
Okay. Alright. So. Alright. Play with this then. I think you push forward into the room. And what you see, the room is surrounded by 6 pools of streaming liquid like substance. From each one, some of the pools are being drawn forward, or actually drawing out from a central place that's surrounded by 8 pillars. In the midst of that is a swirling vortex of energy. To the north and south, you see metal, almost pedestals. They look like something could be inserted into them, each with bluish glow. And as your ears go out, from all around you, from this vortex pool and the pools around, you just hear screaming and torture. This thing's pulse. All right.
Can I look into one of the pools? Maybe this one over here.
Indeed. You look in and you see what appears to be, to your eyes, the elongated nose, ears, and head, and strange phonology of a hag. As they seem to be channeling the power within here. As you look at their eyes, they are hollow, giving you the sense that they seem to be some creation or facsimile used to power this particular pool.
Sorry, I don't think I'm following. So when I look into it, I see a hag that looks like some kind of vessel for the channeling this energy.
Yeah. Their eyes are empty, as though almost like they were created out of these pools of energy.
Can I see where, like, is the hag like at the bottom of the pool, or
Essentially, yeah, standing within it.
I wasn't sure if it was like I was seeing somewhere else, like a magic mirror type of thing.
They look like they're in the pool itself.
I'll say that's my action. So
Got it. Okay. Galanthor.
Shoot. Yeah, this might have to happen now. Alanthor's gonna cast Hex on Razga. We'll do disadvantage on wisdom, sure. And that'll give disadvantage on wisdom saves as well. And let me just make sure. Yeah, he's gonna step up, get into flanking with Laren, and say, I don't really see any other way to get you out of this yet. I'm sorry. And make 3 attacks.
Okay.
22.
That hits.
Dirty 30. And a 25.
All hit.
For this first one, I'm going to do Life Drinker so I can pull back some health. So it's going to be 14 points of slashing damage. And then that's 9 points of necrotic.
Okay, you find there's no life to drain in that form. Immune to necrotic.
Gotcha. But I can still pull back the hit points because it does not have anything to do with the necrotic damage dealt.
Very nice.
That's funny. I rolled a 1. So he had 3 hit points. Not nice. Then second attack damage is going to be 7 slashing, 3 necrotic. And let's pull this new D10 in here just to see if this is different. Oh yeah. The third attack is going to be 13 slashing, 5 necrotic. And if by any reason he has any way to regain hit points from himself, all the slashing damage from Alanthor he does not get back when healing because of the effect of the sword.
All right. Sounds good. Okay. Yeah, if you find them, they'll wield their sword against you. The Dreadblade comes down for only 14 to hit.
That misses.
Right. Pulling it back, trying not to damage you. Now, Lumia.
Lumia is going to. So you guys got this. Apply 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. And then she is going to bonus action, moment to think, and try to examine this portal and see what we have going on here.
Okay. Go ahead.
Arcana or investigation?
Be Arcana check.
That is going to be a 27.
Okay. So, looking at the pillars and this whole construction of the room, the whole thing seems to be designed to pull and transfer souls. Fasos themselves. You see upon the pillars, it's each one seems to have depictions of the court. And in the pools themselves, they seem to represent and filled with aspects of, Tanumi, you would kind of understand, of Archfey. Almost recreated. Powers of the Fae of the Dark, of the Court of Wild Beasts. The Shadow Courts of Vengeance, the Winter Court. Even essence of summer. And the slippery power of the moon. And it seems like these are all used both to harness from somewhere else, souls, and then looking down into the pit here, it seems it transfers that rawness devoid of like almost stripping away the Fey energy of it and making it more raw as it goes down into this pit that looks like it might spread it out and help it accumulate across the Deadlands from other places that you've seen. And that this might be the point of where the ground is enriched with energy.
So, Shiny, you want the good news or the bad news of what they're doing here?
All of it.
You know why? Remember you had that whole talk with the land earlier and you're wondering why it's all weird?
Mm-hmm.
How would you feel about the land being all Fey? Well, not Fey anymore specifically, but the remnants of what they used to be if you were to take all the Fey away.
So it's like Fey
They're using the
energy.
energy to regrow the Deadlands and make it powerful.
Where's the energy coming
Keeping it
from?
alive. The Fey.
So I mean, are they like are those canisters that they're sucking the energy out, and were they just coming here and dumping them in here?
I mean, they could be. I mean, he could have. It looks like there could be other places that might be connected here. So, my guess, with him being the way he is, there's probably a connection with the capital of why he's collecting souls there and sending them here. But that's Nylumia's turn.
All right. Warden!
You're still enlarged.
Oh, awesome, nice. I'll step to here and make my first attack. 27?
That will hit.
I only rolled ones, but 11 damage.
Oh, no.
And then 3 extra from being enlarged. And then for this one, that changes what I want to do, kind of. Just crit. I'm just gonna do damage instead. That's 52, and then enlarged. It's 60 damage from the sword. And then I think I'm just gonna Divine Smite at a 4th level for...
You said 60 damage?
Yeah, crit.
Okay, gotcha.
And then Smite at a 4th level for 12d8.
Jeez.
For an additional 47. Just plunge it right through his clavicle.
Nice. eyes glow, and they are severely injured.
And that is my turn.
All right. End of your turn. Go. I won't let you by so easily. As they speak dark speech that tries to move within your body, I do need a con save.
Uh, 24.
24. All right. Okay. Then that is. Nothing happens. So. It's now their turn. And. Let's see what they get here. All right. Yeah, they will go ahead and surround themselves with the sphere that will affect the three of you. That would be dex saves. It's going to be DC 18.
19
20.
plus stuff.
All right, so everyone seems to pass. So we're all, that's 34. Have to 17 fire. And 36. Up to 18. There.
It's my reaction to habit again.
You got it. 18 necrotic, rather. And we'll go to Alaren.
Baron hears dark speech. She's super happy now. I think I like you. 18 to hit.
That'll miss.
Yep. 31 to hit.
That hits.
17 points of force. And 19 points of radiant. $27 to hit.
That hits.
9 slashing to thunder.
How do you want to kill him?
Can I do it non-lethal? Is that an option with an undead?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what does that look like?
So she kind of pins Razga to the ground through the helmet to the ground with her scimitar. It doesn't like actually do the killing blow.
Nice. Just the body for a moment seems to rest. As in a way, it slowly recovers. But the threat now is done.
So how do we... These were all people. How many in each of these pools? How many lives were taken?
Well, to start with, there's that one used to be one of the Archsphere of the Shadow Court. That one used to be part of the Winter Court. That one was part of the Moon. That one used to be part of the Summer Court. You want me to continue?
No. You said there was good news.
Yeah, we're here to solve it now.
Rena
solve
here is just. She goes, This is horrifying. Absolutely awful.
And you said you could solve this
There might be a way. It's something I've been trying to work on, but again, Shiny, you have to really agree with this because you are the main power, at least one of the powers I know right now. And that would be using possibly the beacon to try to somehow make it accessible for you to put the souls into the beacon, or at least the energy. It might change the beacon where it won't be the same and won't have the connection like it used to, but it might allow us to store them. I'm not sure. This is something nobody's, I don't think, really's tried. But if this could work, this would also help us within our long run of trying to do what we want to.
Or I can try to restore them, send them back.
I would love to say that'd be an option, but at this point, I don't know how much of their fate energy is left to restore. You might be able to combine all of it together to get one, or maybe a couple out, but you won't be able to save everything that's in there. This is now just pure energy being siphoned into the land. We have to find a way to stop this.
Shiny's going to go up to the big pool, look into it. He's going to get down on his knees and he's going to let the tips of his fingers touch it.
Let's see. Lean down and let your fingers touch. There's an immense pull at the center of your being. And you feel your very essence being pulled out of you.
Uh-oh.
Give me a dex save to pull away, DC 25.
And Nylumia has foreseen this. Well, not seen it, but she changes time as she watches Nai risking the chance of Shiny, and she automatically has you pull back and forces that time frame into existence. She takes a level of exhaustion because she does not know what could happen.
Okay.
What just happened?
You would take half damage. So that's 55 halved, so that is 27.
What was that?
Force.
You reach in the black holes and expect yourself to live.
You look down and you can see what appears to be like almost a shadow of you being pulled out of your body and consumed and pushed down.
Laren might have protected you, Shiny, with magic, but you're still super Fey. You sticking your hand into something that literally consumes the essence of the Fey quartz is not the brightest idea. Do you want to overcharge this thing? Because I'm sure Azrael would love it, but...
He's going to go up to Nylumia and cast Greater Restoration on her. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't think I was thinking.
You know.
But
Bart, Laren, can you guys look at this? Maybe try to figure a way to disable it.
Laren has been looking at these little pedestals with things on them. Seems to be two in the room.
Mm-hmm.
What
I
do
meant
they
to say
seem to do?
Lanthor.
I assume so.
So yeah, you look at them. There does seem to be two. They seem to be made so that some type of cylindrical rod could be stuck in them.
Have we ever run into such a thing in this place? No, right?
That you're aware of.
Elanther's gonna listen to what Nylumia said or suggested and start also examining the pool and everything that Nylumia's pointing out.
All right. What are you looking for?
I'm honestly just giving help actions at this point for Nylumia.
You want the exhausted wizard? Okay. Laren, what'd you figure out?
Well, I was looking on the other thing. It seems like Azrael might have something he would put into these devices and such, but I don't think we have access to those. So might as well figure out the pull.
Well, I mean, do we want to try to disable it, destroy it? Like,
I don't know if a simple dispel would work. Oh, Threnna.
Hmm?
You mentioned to me that there was this little thing you want to do with guiding souls. There are souls here.
Yeah, this is way beyond what I'm. This is. She, looking at it, say this replicates the soul rivers. This is like what goes on between the planes that pulls aligned souls to the various places where their final rest is meant to be. This is like next level. Shut it down, maybe, but I've studied, but I don't quite know how to do it perfectly. We need some type. It's flowing it down into the earth, where generally new consciousness is being formed, and she's kind of putting things together from what all of you have said. We would need to change the flow somehow. Lemire talked about the beacon. I know that can absorb souls.
I have another item that might work. I do have a well of many worlds. I don't know exactly where it would end, but we would be able to reroute the souls to somewhere.
Some things you've learned too. You learned that blue crystal and whatnot seems to be corpses of archfey. So each of these pools seem to be like a facsimile or contain within it like almost a recreation of a type of archfey made from remains of archfey. So like this almost mini Feywild. Like this much resembles the cosmology of the Feywild itself.
Shiny, again, I think our best option, maybe with Darno's help, would be to perform some type of magic ritual of some sort using the beacon. My staff can help extend the power of reality with it. It might be hard here. It's definitely going to be hard. I'm probably going to need Elanthor and Laren also, and maybe even Warden. There's a lot of dark magic in this place. But all of us coming together, we might be able to do this.
Could Elanthor have taken a minute to do magic cunning to get two slots back?
Sure.
It was just a minute. What would you need our help with?
Well, I mean, a Warden's the best at protecting from undead, no offense, Laren, or Elanthor, but he could probably swerve off with his magic, at least give us the chance, because the minute we try this, there's probably going to be some defense mechanism. No wizard's not dumb enough to play something. Elanthor, you know these lands better than anybody. You were kind of made from them. So, yeah, we might be able to use you as the block we need to reroute it. Because there's going to be a moment where there's excess power going nowhere. If we place you kind of like, think of as a quirk. We're going to use you as an undead quirk, stick you in the hole. Not for long, I mean, just to plug it up while we put the portal and move the energy. This is all speculation here.
Yeah. Darna I think, since it's meant to go to something like Elanthor, you might be able to do that. Takes a deep breath. I think I can reroute this for a bit. You're gonna be right, Naomi. There has to be defenses that are gonna trigger.
And that's when Laren and Warden will have to come into play in Mars.
What if we sorry, just random thought. What if we open a portal to the Feywild and send the energy there?
Chanel, I would love to say yes, but this place is so guarded from planar magic right now. Like, opening those type of portals is going to be very difficult. And plus, I think your power of reconstitution of the Fae that you were gifted by the devil is going to be needed here if we're going to want to even make this work.
So we put the energy in the beacon, and then what? What happens to the energy? What happens to the people? What happens to the Fae that were lost? How does that balance the scales? How does that?
Thorana will speak. From my understanding, and I'm not an expert in the beacon, but everything what I was able to glean is that it's rebirth. So this land, no one's born. So at least for a period of time, as long as it's here, it should contain the energy. It needs birth to make it happen. So as long as nothing's being born, it should be okay, and it'd be a vessel of sort. I also don't know how much a beacon can take as far as raw energy.
That's why, if we were to do this today, Shinra, this steps our timetable up for what we have to do next with the capital. Because with what we've learned and then harnessing the Fey essence there more than taking the magic, and they're taking the magic here, correct, Matt? Kind of?
Seems like it, yeah.
Yeah. So if we were to collect all the beacon energy of the souls here, the beacon provides rebirth, like Tarna said. That's what it was made for. It's normally affected by having to go through the whole Luxon thing and dealing with that. But if this is to work, we could then take the power that's built up, somehow bring it to this capital, connect it with those Fey essences that are left unnaturally just hanging there, and combine them back together, creating new Fey. New powerful Archfey, even, maybe. There's a chance. This could work.
Yeah.
But again, this steps up our timetable really quickly the minute we do this. So, are we ready for that?
We don't have a choice.
I lay down my portable hole, and I go inside and start pulling the beacon out.
Threnna opens up her hand, and this ornate and ruined scythe appears.
I am going to cast heal on myself before we do this.
If you have any more, I'll take some of that.
I have very little.
Oh, sorry. What are you doing?
Casting heal on myself.
Yeah. I will cast Mass Cure Wounds at 7th level. And everybody can get back 22 HP.
Elanthor, I mean, are you okay with this? Because this means no more dead will be coming through. We will be stopping the flow of what's happening here. If they find out that you are part of this, they won't look at you as a savior. And I know this is your home.
What we're doing right now, will this help us stop Azrael?
It will put a pause on his achievement of becoming a god, I think, yes. Will it stop him? I do not know, because I am not a seer.
That's good enough.
So
I do what I do for my people.
So from what I understand, so I fully trying to repeat what I believe you're trying to do is currently trying to make the beacon the thing where all the energy is going towards.
Correct.
Okay. So that would necessitate then the beacon staying here and continuing to absorb the energy.
Correct.
Okay.
Which
But then
means I'm going to have to figure out some other things down the road. But it's fine.
Then the idea is to come back here and retrieve it at some point.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So I do have another thing to ask you, Lanthor. How do you feel becoming a protecting guard of this item once this thing, if it does work?
Or are you asking me to stay down in here for an indeterminate amount of time?
Do I feel like it has to stay right here, or just be in the Deadlands?
For it to do what you're trying to do, it would have to stay here.
I mean, yes. To a point, you'd have to patrol this place.
I'd say the only other option you would have is if you're trying to entirely empty out this whole apparatus and contain the full amount of energy and shutting down the pathways in the process.
Yeah, let's do that.
Which would be highly more dangerous and also make the beacon highly unstable as you moved it. So the safest would be to do a simple replacement so that the energy would now flow naturally into the beacon. The other way would be to forcibly supercharge the beacon with this processed face soul.
What if could we absorb, like Mars and I, could we absorb some of the energy ourselves so that it doesn't overload the beacon? Can we be vessels for the Fey energy?
Technically, Warden too, 'cause he's a legend.
Oh yeah, and Warden. Well, Warden, if we do this and you become an Archfey, I dub thee part of the Summer Court.
I am kind of Luxon-ish already, so I got my weird mind powers in the first place.
Yeah, I'd say you're not necessarily. You're still these things. You're still mortal enough where to contain that much soul energy wouldn't work out. You're talking about massive amounts of energy.
It's like that episode of where Superman flies into the sun and gets supercharged. That's all.
Turn into kaiju.
Well, and as you kind of experience being subjected to that, like nearly like was about to devour you. As you would place your hand in the stream.
Hey, Nylumia, you're the beacon expert, so
I cannot decide for other people. This again comes down to if Elanthor is willing to stay here and protect it. Because if we cannot leave this here unprotected, full of powers, because Azrael will literally come and take that and just like, I guess I'll just move up my plan a little quicker, using all this energy now. So
You're still gonna need me up there, because without me up in the city with you,
yeah.
people are gonna start asking questions, raising
So-
eyebrows.
Again, we would deal with what we needed to in the city. Unfortunately, Mars will have to stay here and protect us while we're doing that. Because once we leave the city, Elanthor would have to replace him. It's fine. But either that or we try to supercharge the beacon and really hope nothing bad happens and hope by carrying this thing that it stays totally safe and protected.
Or it might explode in the city above, you know? All of the lovely people who call you father of all.
There's a lot of things that could happen once we supercharge it. We might create another Deadlands. Across Alexandria. We might turn the Wild Mountain into Deadlands. Ooh, that would actually be...
I mean, it wouldn't be the craziest thing we've ever done.
No.
To be fair.
No, but it definitely would be Razgark, but...
Why don't I not believe you?
Well, it would be up there, though.
You've been here for like 2 days, Warden.
I feel like this is pretty insane, though.
Look what he's done with us within 2 days. He made a deal with some unnatural god that was hidden away to conquer Vasselheim. I mean, come on. We rub off on people, Shinriel. So I guess we're gonna supercharge the beacon? Is that what we're leaning towards?
I think it might be what we have to do.
Yeah. I don't think we have another choice. Mars can't stay down here, and Elanthor, we need Elanthor up there.
Yeah, and Serena obviously is me and Laren's favorite, so she's coming with us. There's no leaving her. Right, Thana?
Uh-huh. No, I wouldn't do well down here. All right. So, and she's trying to put this together. She's like, I can direct the souls. Nylumia, you can focus on the beacon.
Yeah.
And Thor, you're the representation of the Deadlands that we're trying to transfer over. Which leaves Laren, Shiny, Warden, and Mars to make sure nothing kills us.
Before we start, I will.
Do that.
I guess I'll cast Holy Weapon.
Lanthor's gonna cast Foresight on himself. Just have that.
Oh, Warden, you do not look good. So Nylumia is going to tap you on the shoulder and say, just make sure nothing comes near me or hits me, Kay?
I got you.
And she is going to give you 14d8
Whoa.
plus 5. Yeah, here goes one of my big level spells. So that's going to be 66 healing back.
Awesome.
Threnna places her hand on Laren's back, and she flows in for 30 HP.
Ah, thank you. Recently, I've been getting so much blessing from the Raven Queen. I almost think she likes me.
Oh, sure. Oh, I'm sure you'd be friends.
For sure.
It's not as mean as everyone thinks.
I do hope that's true.
I'm gonna hit. Wait, can Elanther be healed?
Yes.
I'm gonna hit him with a level 3 Cure Wounds. So that'll be 31 HP, and then I'll hit him with another level 2 Cure Wounds. So that'll be another 23 HP.
Thank you very much. Gets me back into triple digits.
And I'll
Elanther, are you? I just pumped a lot of healing into you, and you look basically the same.
Your point.
Okay, never mind. He goes to hide behind Mars.
I'll use a Channel Divinity to get a spell slot back. 3rd level.
Nice.
Mars, he's very grumpy.
I mean, he's been here for like, I don't even know how long. There's all just like death around here. It kind of makes sense why he's grumpy. I don't know. I'm not him though, so.
All right, what do we got to do?
All right, so way this can work is sounds like between Nylumia, Elanthor, and Threnna, you would be focused on the ritual, attempting to essentially do checks to make it count down and further work, while everyone else will take positions to try to defend you from what might come.
I'm just gonna throw it out there, everybody. But Nylumia is at 41 HP, so you let her go down. That's your fault in this ends.
Mars will go over towards Nylumia to keep guard next to her.
Okay.
I'm right
So
there.
it's like, oh, sorry, I don't think I have any other healing powers.
It's fine, Threnna. I believe in the Rasgard.
Okay.
Don't worry, it's been a long day. I'm low in spell slots too.
Oh, Jesus. Wait, what? Sorry, I was tying my shoes. Nylumia, I will hit you with I'll hit you with 2 2nd level Cure Wounds.
Warden head, he hears, this is why you become my favorite.
Hey! As
Before
I'm healing here, heal you for 20.
You can just do the one. I'm basically full now.
No, I was doing Nylumia.
Oh.
Threnna, you each will have a large lumbering undead rise up next to you. She puts out her scythe, and in her bag, and they will continually give you'll get the help action on each of your turns. Laren, Warden, Shiny, and Mars. Decide how they actually help you with anything, any type of combat.
I will also throw enlargement the minute we start casting on Warden, since I have abilities to concentrate on two things if I keep my action on something else. So you'll be growing bigger, Warden, so you'll be my wall.
Perfect.
Mars will activate his gift of alacrity.
And that should make my aura bigger, right?
If it's depending, is it if it's emanation? Yeah.
It emanates from me.
Yes. Does make it practically bigger. Okay, so with that, on a nod, and Ilumia, you can release. And as she's holding the scythe, you watch as the beacon slowly floats to the center of the soul pool as the things begin to, as the energy begins to sort of touch it, and it passively absorbs. She's like, been concentrating. It's like, all right, Naomi, you're gonna have to keep it happy.
Naomi pulls out the staff of Cathsine that allows her to interact better with it. Places it down in front of her. And everybody witnesses as moments, just brief rips almost appear in like around them of reality, and just stars appear briefly and then go away. A different like you almost see a different glimpse of Laren, and she goes away. Different moments happening, but they're just quick flashes. Like the minute you look to blink, they're gone. As the magic starts working and she starts trying to control what's about to happen.
And Alanthor, she taps the beacon with her scythe, and a beam of silvery light connects out to you. As you feel the energy beginning to come through you, there's this burning sensation as all the pools begin to bubble around. Oh, here it comes. And then she slams her scythe down, and her eyes glow bright blue, and her skin becomes semi-translucent as her skeleton glows through her very skin, giving the look of just a pure skeletal being channeling the energy.
Where did you pick this one up? What the hell? Oh, God.
So her hair, black and white, rises from her head. She starts saying, slain, Fae, once meant for ultimate death, we rework you in the Luxon's name. And at that, there's now this movement. Let's see. Okay. The room immediately grows cold. Ice forms, as everyone within will take 10 cold damage.
I am resistant thanks to my cloak of thingies. Cloak of Howling Winds.
Alright. And, oh, my bad. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. And, sorry, as that occurs, it's better. With that, icy and fraught, you see what looks like, again, this blue crystal construction of a beautiful but petite woman emerge from the pool. Snow forms around. Laren, it will be your turn.
Varen will bonus action play song again. And Varen is going to move straight towards this figure.
Alright.
She is going to try to attack her. Not 20.
Nice.
So, 25 points of force. And 28 points of radiant. And 32 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
16 points of force. And lastly, 16 to hit.
16 will miss. Sheer duck.
She's going to get into possible flanking position, maybe. And yeah, that's her turn.
Very good. All right. Legendary action without provoking up. She will she creates ice underneath her feet and skates. And here will kind of hover herself above, fly into the air slightly, and look down, specifically staring at Threnna. As it looks like she's summoning intense cold around. And we'll go to Shiny.
I will. You know what? 2 deck saves. No, 2 wisdom saves. Holy Burster.
Okay.
DC 20.
So wisdom save, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. So DC 20?
Yep.
Alright. 2 fails.
44 radiant damage to her.
Nice.
And he'll cast a first level healing word on Nyrumia.
9. I need your strength, Grandma. That's his turn.
Very good. And with that, swirl of what feels like pure winter emanates from her. And this will be Elanthor, Warden, Nylumia, Thorena, and Shiny. I need DC 25 con saves.
This isn't spell or magical effect.
It's magic, yeah.
Okay, so we have advantage. Oh, did not mean to roll 3. I can
Plus
roll
Warden 6 is a 26.
Nice.
27.
Same 26 for Elanthor.
30.
Oh, wow. Thorena. Poor Thorena.
She has advantage in a +6.
Thorena plus 6. That only gets her to 21. As she shivers, and you see icicles start to form all over her body. The rest of you are unaffected. All right. Elanthor is going to need to make a con save to withstand the energy moving through them.
Gotcha. I do have advantage because I have foresight, which I completely forgot that I have a 26.
Oh, very good. So you stand firm and will only be 18 force damage.
Okay.
Serving as the conduit. Nylumia, if you want to stay concentrating to further the ritual, would you rather do something else?
For the ritual.
All right. In that case, you may do an Arcana check.
Okay. That is going to be a 29.
Okay. So begins moving forward as you begin channeling and reconstructing the Luxon itself. One of its panels now begins to turn more pinkish as it tries to change the type of energy that it deals with. With that, we'll go to Mars.
Shoot. So Mars is going to he's going to step right up here, and then for his bonus action, he's going to use Bulwark of Force on himself, Shiny, Nylumia, Warden, and Elanthor, so just +2 to armor class and dex saves. And then he's going to pull out his longbow and make 3 shots. First one's a 27. Second one's a 19.
19 hits.
And the third one is a dirty 30.
That hits as well.
So for this first one, I'm going to throw a Psionic Strike onto it. Okay. So that's 14 points of piercing damage, and that'd be 8 points of force. And I'm gonna need her. Oh, let me double check. Sorry, I haven't looked at Mars' stuff in a minute. Here we go. It's the thing to knock her, trying to knock her prone. I'm trying to find where it is.
She'd be hovering. She's immune to prone.
Okay, so then I think it's just. Well, I wouldn't know this. I'll just do that. Okay. Now knowing that she's immune to prone, I will keep that in mind for the next time. And then 2 more rounds of damage. Another 14 points of piercing. And 13 points of piercing.
Very good.
And then he'll step back 5 feet.
Right. And Warden.
Since I'm enlarged right now, would I be able to like lean over and hit her?
Does it give you reach?
It does not. But like, if my token was like half over the pool, half over the land, would I be able to like reach over?
I mean, from where you'd have to stand, you'd still be 10 feet away.
Okay. Then, I guess I'll use a bow as well. First one has advantage.
Let me just see here. Yeah, because if you're there, you'd be falling in at that point.
Can I be where Mars was?
I see what you're
Okay.
trying to say. Yeah, kind of depends where you go.
Like if I were here?
You'd have it. I would just need a dex save when you attack. So it's up to you.
Why not?
All right.
Okay. 27.
Okay, so you are able to maintain yourself. Go ahead and make your attacks.
Okay. Wasted a crit, but it's fine. That's a 30 to hit.
You can still have your crit for hitting. I mean, still same d20.
Okay, sure. So, we'll just say this is the second attack, and we'll go back and do the first one. 26 damage. I'm gonna turn on auto crit just to have D&D Beyond roll the damage. Um, 49 damage, and then the extra D3, D4s for an extra 9, and then or no, it's not a fiend or undead, is it?
No.
Shit. Take off half of it.
It's all good. How do you want to kill her?
Oh, okay. I'll just I'll reach over and grab her by the leg and just like throw her into the wall and splatter her.
Nice. So, her any shape she had and features go back to pure crystal as the crystals shatter, filling the air, now swirling around in raw energy as Threnna kind of screams a little bit and concentrates further and begins siphoning the energy from the crystals through her and Alanthor. Now more soul intensity being added to the ritual.
Should I have thrown her into the pool? I'll ask Laren.
Well, I think the idea is to get things out of the pool at this point, so.
Fair enough. That'll be my turn.
All right. with that, another pool begins to bubble to the northwest as a crystal blue but teeming with intensity comes out. Another being here. This one echoing, and as she comes out, you begin to hear cries of everyone who has ever wronged you. It's almost she's this embodiment of that idea of pure vengeance. For all the wrongs done to Fey kind emerges. And she puts out her hand. She's gonna conjure a 20-foot sphere. Oh, can she? No, I don't think she can. Wait, maybe? He's trying. I think that'll do it. That'll get the whole crew. Here. As the crystals flying around the area turn sharp and now move about all of you in a storm of slashing glass and fury. These are dex saves.
$23 for a Lanthor.
Natural
28.
19.
All right, DC here is 20. That's
Dirty 30 for Mars.
all right.
did you add my plus 6?
I did, yeah.
All right.
Or wait,
So fail is 25 slashing damage, 12 on a success.
I will have it.
these are magical effects, right?
This is magical, yes.
Okay.
And then, Laren, it'll be your turn.
Yeah, she'll. How far away is it? Yeah, she'll move right across the room, above the pole, and attack it.
Nice.
She'll bonus action on Spirit Shroud too, at 5th level.
Ooh.
So, 20 to hit,
20 hits.
17 points of force,
Nice.
and 20 points of radiant,
Very good.
9 points of radiant.
Nice. All right, it seems to be strong, like a little tougher as you're trying to cut through all the crystal.
Okay, but not resistant to anything I've been doing.
Correct.
Okay.
It's more HP.
All right. 29 to hit.
That hits.
9 points of force, 5 points of radiant. 25 to hit for 3 points of force, 11 points of radiant.
Oh.
16 to hit.
That will miss, bouncing off the crystal.
Okay, one more attack. 19 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, 11 slashing for thunder. And, 5 radiant. And that's her turn.
Good. All right, so she would do legendary action, and she looks down, and the shadow of this crystal moves out and reaches out to attack Threnna. That will be a dirty 30 to hit Threnna. And 27. Both hit for 12 and 14. 28 slashing damage. Threnna screams, holding on. And remember, each of you do have the Lumbering Undead coming out of you, so you can always do one of your attacks with advantage. But it's as the shadows reach out, her blood hitting, she almost wavers out of her skeleton form. Make sure you roll that.
Matt, minus 12 off of that. I forgot I was muted. Nylumi is going to decelerate it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, so not quite as bad, but you do see like her almost shake back to this regular form of her to like letting you know before she kind of keeps channeling those. Don't let her keep doing that. And as we go to Shiny, we're gonna go ahead and take our break. Alrighty. So we'll be leading off with Shiny.
Shiny's gonna fly over here, and he's gonna hit her with his radiant sword. So that will be a plus 12. Yes. Almost. So a 19 plus 12, so 31.
That it's yeah.
That will be 2d6 slash plus 7 slashing and 48 radiant. So it'll be 16 radiant and 13 slashing. Second attack. That'll be a 27.
That hits.
That will be another 13 slashing and 19 radiant.
Nice.
Last attack. Another 31. That'll be 15 slashing and 20 radiant. And he will throw a level 1 cure wound. Healing word at Threnna and heal her for 12. And that's my turn.
Very good. All right, wounds begins. Thank you. And they're legendary. They'll look at you and go ahead and cast Dispel Magic.
I'm sorry, what? On who?
Shiny.
I think you have the wrong person. Do I have to roll against that or something?
They roll against your spell level, which is 9, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. So, got to get a 19. 22.
Womp.
Gonna...
Oh, where's my icon? Hi.
Look down. Then Ilanthor.
Yep. Gonna make the con save, right? So I'm
Yeah,
Ilanthor's
power
still-
goes through. This is DC 27 con save.
Okay.
Power has increased.
Okay. Math time. And using some rulers, bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, just meet that 27.
Ooh, very nice. Okay, so only 16 force damage.
Copy.
We'll go to Nylumia. You're going to continue to advance the ritual?
You're on mute now, Lumia.
Then I start glowing brighter, golden lesson starts changing, and she gets a 25.
Okay. It has gotten more complex, or 25 just makes this particular check. Get harder next time as going as things begin to spin and rocket. Some of the pillars begin to slightly crack. We'll go to Mars.
Mars is going to. Let me. Boink, boink, boink. Yay! Mars is going to use side powered leap to get. Whee! Just right over there. Right up against this aspect and start kicking its aspect with the Spirit Sheath. Natural 20.
Yeah.
28. And a 19.
All hit.
Cool. So we'll get this crit out of the way. Gonna put a Psionic Strike on that crit. Okay. So that's 16 points of slashing. 18 points of force. And is this one hovering right now? Or is it down on the ground?
It's just on the ground right now.
Cool. I need you to make a strength saving throw for me.
Got it. 28.
Okay, it's not prone. It's still up. And I'm just gonna roll those other 2 damages. I wish Slasher let you reroll ones. That's funny. So that's gonna be 7 slashing and 9 slashing from the other 2. How's it looking?
It's bloodied. Cracked and crystaled.
Action surge. So 3 more attacks with the Spirit Sheet. 25.
It's
15.
15 to miss.
And this last one's going to be an advantage from studied attacks then. 22.
That hits.
So then that's just 2 hits. So I roll these. That's really good. That's max damage on both. So that's 12, 24 more points of slashing damage.
Oh, very nice.
And since it's still up, and I got a crit on it, that means where's Slasher? Well, first of all, its speed is reduced by 10 feet, and it has disadvantage on all attack rolls until the start of Mars's next turn.
Got it. Warden.
I will start to lean forward and look like I'm falling in, and then I will a step to here and a flash of lightning and make my attacks.
Got it.
31 for the first one.
That hits.
14 damage. 31 again. 16 damage. And then extra damage from Holy Weapon. 23 damage.
All right. How do you want to kill it?
I'm just gonna take her by the head and drown her in one of the pools.
Nice.
Oh my god.
She breaks as the streams of her pool are added to the ritual. And I need everyone to give me a con save, DC 25. As the soul energy here begins to disperse out, almost risking your own souls to be dislodged.
28.
Lamthor got a nat 20.
Oh. 33.
I lied. 29.
And because Warden's right there, Mars gets a 25.
Nice. Rena just succeeds. Who got anyone get below 25? No, everyone succeeded. Go Pally
This
Power.
is a spell or magical effect, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, then I succeeded.
Okay, nice.
And then I'll just move to here.
Do we think there's going to be one of those things coming out of every single one of these pools?
I think so, yeah.
Shiny's going to wild shape into a.
Well, you don't have any action economy.
Oh. I didn't realize. I forgot we were still in this.
Okay. With that, the warm heat of summer blows through the air, dealing 5 fire damage to everyone. The ancient Lord of Summer emerges. So made of the blue crystal with a distinct eladrin. Look to them. And it's out here to Warden, large, and puts out as crystalline vines begin to grow from everywhere around you, Warden. For 25 to hit.
Do we still have the +2 AC from Bulwark of Force, Mars?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Then I will parry.
Nice. They frown, powering up their other hand with distinct arcane energy as the crystals glow bright. Only for a 19.
I'll miss.
Right. That being done. They become surrounded. Here. Here we go. Okay, perfect. So they summon what looks like an enormous satyr next to them. And it goes to strike out upon you. This is with their spell attack. Plus 16. So 32 to hit.
Yeah.
And that will be 20 plus 7, so 27 psychic damage. Seems to strike out on you.
And he'll take 6.
Oh, nice. This conjured fey creature acts there, and something else they could do because they have so much craziness. And yeah, looking at that, they will then kind of just using their movement. Well, actually, I should stick there. That's all good. And go to Laren.
Why are you muted?
Yeah, you're muted.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize that. Laren will move over and flank with Warden and attack it.
Nice.
24 to hit.
24 hits.
Okay, 17 points of force damage. Plus 6 points of radiant. $25 to hit for 5 points of force damage. 6 points of radiant. $26 to hit for 4 points of force damage. 5 points of radiant.
Nice.
25 to hit for 1 point of force damage. 8 points of radiant. 18 to hit.
That hits.
2 points of force damage. 6 points of radiant, and then 23 to hit for 11 points of slashing, 1 point of thunder. $14 points of radiant. Last one. 28 to hit for 10 points of slashing, 3 points of thunder, and 8 points of radiant. That's your turn.
Nice. All right. Your turn. They will. Yeah, I think look at Laren and cast Dispel Magic as a legendary action.
There are. Wait, let me actually count.
Yeah.
So there is Spirit Shroud 5th level first.
Okay, so we'll do Spirit Shroud. 19.
Yeah, that dispels it. And Hive Mind 8th level.
10.
Yeah, that fails. Mind Blank 8th level.
21.
That does it. Actually, I'm going to Sylvia Barbs that one on Mind Blank.
Got it. 26.
Yeah, that does it. Warden gets advantage.
Nice. So I put out as the blue crystals begin to dissolve, there's enchantments around you, some of them. And we'll go to Elanthor. We're at 29 con save.
Boy. Let's get the ruler out. Cool. I'm gonna use inspiration. It's not much better. Nope. 26.
Okay. They begin to burn as so energy puts through you. Oh my. For 67 force.
That's 20 more than I had. Elanthar's unconscious.
Did you add the aura?
Yeah, I did. That's what got me to 26. Elanthor is unconscious.
All right. Moves forward and the conduit being down. Immediately another pool will ripple as now things are going wild. As a creature of darkness and blue crystal, he merges the aspect of darkness. Nylumia.
Did I get skipped?
I may have done that. I apologize. Shiny.
Shiny. I wasn't sure. Shiny is going to sorry. Damn. All right. How's Mars looking? I know Elanthar's down. How's Mars looking?
Mars is at 159 of 186.
All right. Shiny will use his action to cast Heal on Elanthor. That's his last spell. So it healed 70 hit points. And then he is going to bonus action wild shape into a big old bear. And that will be his turn.
Right. So Nylumia.
Okay, if the fingertips of her start glowing golden and magic starts flaking off of her, here we go. That's gonna be a 30.
All right. That moves the ritual ahead. Streaming, extremely pulsating now. The beacon now begins to spin wildly, and you see for the first time the streams, some of them actually beginning to go instead of into the well below, now around and into the beacon. It pulsates. So it goes, "We're almost there!" And Mars.
Mars looks between the aspect of summer and the aspect of dark, and he says, "Okay, fine." And he's going to bolt at the aspect of dark and make 4 attacks. There's 3 regular and 1 with the Nick property. Let's go. 27. Natural 19, 21, and a 25.
That will all hit.
First one's going to get the Psionic Strike. Jesus. That's so messed up, dude. So that's going to be 12 slashing, 6 force. I'm going to call for that strength saving throw real quick.
$16.
It's prone, if it can be knocked prone.
It can be.
Yay. I'm gonna roll those other 3 damages. 10 slashing. 7 slashing. Wait, hold on, sorry. I did not do my math right. Great. 11 slashing, then 7 slashing. Another 7 no, just 1 slashing because that's the offhand. Then action surge because he's on the ground now. That definitely hits. So does that. And a natural 20.
Very nice.
So we'll get that nat 20 out of the way. Opposite end of the spectrum. 7 plus 6 is 13 points of slashing. 7 points of slashing and 9 points of slashing.
Very nice.
And movement speed is reduced by 10 feet. But I don't think Mars can move just yet, because I think I used all of my movement. No, I got 10-ish more feet, so Mars is going to move back.
Okay. She'll take her react. Well, no, she won't. She'll let Mars move back.
And that's the turn.
All right. She's there. Where she is, she's going to do a legendary action and swipe at Mars. That is 33 to hit.
Uh-huh.
All right. Blue crystal crackling for 19 force damage, and you're knocked prone. Off your feet.
Okay, I'm going to use my reaction for Protective Field. That detail disappeared, okay. So I reduce that damage by 12.
Nice.
Damage, and I'm prone. Gotcha.
And Warden.
I'm gonna hit the aspect of summer. 28 to hit.
That hits.
14 damage. Natural 20.
Nice.
Uh, 15, 18. Uh, 19. And then 3d4 and 68 for an additional 42.
Nice. So 19 plus 42?
Yes. And then I'll do a second level smite on the crit. For an additional 25.
They're very bloody, but still up.
Yeah, that's everything. It's me. Actually, I'll move to here.
Alright, so their reactions, they're going to go ahead and swipe. For 31 to hit.
Yep.
And that is 18 radiant.
And he'll take 6 psychic.
Perfect. And
Does that
As-
kill?
No, as they reach out, they turn off all the magic of Holy Evangel. They kind of turn it and suck the power out of it.
Oh, awesome. That just makes it better. Do I think this is permanent?
No.
Okay.
It's just one deal. All right. So now, Aspect of Dark is going to go ahead and stand. See what it's got here. 40 feet. It's going to begin to move to an Illumia. Who's casting spells? Concentrating. And actually, she might do something first. Let's see. What she gonna do? Actually, she might stay there for a second. Yeah, she'll do that. She'll get over here. And she'll grab Thunner, Ilanthor, Nylumia, and Laren. And she throws out a crackling wave of electricity. So that will be Dexterity saving throws, DC 22.
Did you say it grabbed me as well?
It does not get warded.
Well, I'm enlarged.
Oh, yeah, so it would grab you.
So it probably
24, thanks to Warden.
23, thanks to Warden.
26, thanks to Warden.
Right, so it's like, this is crazy! Oh, 27 thanks to Warded for Threnna. So for saves, that'll be 13 lightning damage. However, you find yourself cursed. You cannot take reactions. Then she'll move over to Nylumia and do her 2 attacks with her claw. First one, 33 to hit.
Yeah.
Knocks Nylumia prone for 14 force damage. It raises it up again for 22 to hit.
Yep.
13 force. We've got Summer here. Turns to Laren. First reaches out with a 21 to hit.
Nope.
Then charges their hand for 28 to hit.
Nope.
We'll go ahead. Cast a spell. Well, second thought, they're actually going to cast Mass Cure Wounds. Giving them and the other one some healing. And allow their conjured Fae to attack. Laren. Only for 25.
Nope.
All right. We'll go to Laren.
Baron is going to bonus action and cast a 7th level Spirit Shroud.
From below, the aspect of dark casts counterspell.
Yep, so it's a con save, right?
It is.
Let me check. Okay, advantage too. Oh, not 20 for a 31 plus Warden Sting, but
All right. Very good. So, woo, as you resist the power. Very good. And proceed.
28 to hit.
That hits.
20 points of force. 14 points of radiant.
Nice.
Uh, 25 to hit for 11 points of slashing, 3 points of thunder.
How do you want to kill it?
Okay, Laren's scimitar goes right through its chest. And she will move to the aspect of dark. Is it within melee distance of Nylumia, or what's the deal?
It's within 10 feet. Its melee is 10 feet.
Okay, cool. And she will just be there. Or she'll be on the other side in case Warden wants to do something later.
Very good. All right.
She does have her cantrip still not done.
Go ahead.
So first weapon for a 29 to hit,
29 hits.
5 points of force, 13 points of radiant. The second one, 32 to hit for 9 points of force, 16 points of radiant. 22
Nice.
to hit.
22 hits.
8 points of force, 18 points of radiant.
Very nice.
27 to hit, 10 points of force, 10 points of radiant, and that's your turn.
Oh, very good. Just gonna legendary action over here to the unconscious Elanthor.
I'm not Elantho's not unconscious anymore. He got healed.
All right, to the not unconscious Elanthor. Oh, on my readout it still says 0.
Oh, funny.
Then Shiny.
I'm going to swipe at it as a bear. Does a 23 hit? Or 22 hit?
22 hits.
That will be 6 points of piercing damage, and I make another attack. Does a 24 will hit?
Yep.
24. It will do 7 points of slashing damage. Is this creature large or smaller?
Large.
It is prone.
Very nice. Knock prone again.
And that is his turn.
Right. In that case. A disadvantage, then they're going to swipe at a Lanthor. For 21 to hit.
That still hits.
That is 16 force damage.
Okay.
And knocking a Lanthor prone. Ah!
Oh.
Okay, channeling here. The DC, the ritual is nearly complete with everything going on. We're at DC 30.
Jesus. Okay. Trying to figure out what the lowest I can roll is on this. +9. Warden still, I think, within 30 feet. Advantage. $29.
Oh, buddy.
I got a 14 at advantage, +9, plus Warden's bonus.
Ooh. 63 force.
Unconscious. Oh, man.
Alright, see Threna's holding on. Nylumia.
Her whole body starts glowing as she's pushing herself. Being lucky, that's going to be a 32.
Ooh.
And then she instantly reaches down with her mouth, uncorks the potion, and chugs it with her bonus action for 24 plus. That's 32. That's my turn.
Okay, with that, Greta gives a yelp, falls down. There is a pulse of soul energy throughout the room. I need con saves. DC 27.
Warden, how far away are you?
I'm technically large, but I don't know exactly where I am.
Here's the goat.
Okay. Oh, I didn't even see that. You're just out of it. I think Mars is just out of it. I'm so stupid. I wasn't even thinking about that when I moved here.
Then Mars fails.
So does Shiny.
I pass with a 36.
I got a 24.
A
I got a
fail is
25.
53 force damage. That is 26 on a success.
Sorry, say what was the damage one more time?
53 on a fail.
Shiny is knocked out of wild shape.
Mars is at 99.
Wild shape, you don't get knocked out of anymore unless you went unconscious.
Oh, okay. Well, then never mind.
Because you were wild shape, you just get 10 HP and you're there. With that, there is this eruption, and Threnna yells, looking around, watching the soul energy move. It's the last push. We just have to make it to the end. As the other pools animate. Aspect of Wild and Moon join the fray. And she is indicating that at the end of this round, the ritual will be complete, but this is the last push. So we go to Mars.
Mars just took all that damage, and he's right here next to the aspect of Wild. He's right here next to Threnna, so Mars is going to stand up, get right up here in front of the aspect of Wild, and just start swinging away. Jesus, I can't talk. Wrong character sheet. Go. 25. Natural 20.
Nice.
17.
That's going to miss.
And the mastery attack at advantage is a 21.
They're parry.
Okay, so 2 hits, 1 crit. Do the crit first with the Psionic Strike. That's evil. Okay. 12 slashing, 17 force. I needed to make a strength saving throw.
Got it. 29.
Okay, he's still up. Then the other attack is 11 more points of slashing damage.
Nice.
And what do we want to do? I'm gonna do. I forgot I have Indomitable. That could have been really funny. I'm gonna use the second wind, get some hit points back, get back over 100. Why do my dice keep jumping out of my tray, dude? Okay. So Mars gets back 25 hit points. And that's my turn.
Okay. I'll go ahead and legendary action. Aspect of the Wild summons a spear of blue crystal. They slash out to Mars for only a 13.
Miss.
And aspect of Moon. We'll take their legendary. And yeah, I guess they'll strike out with their the crystal to Warden. That's a dirty 30.
Yeah.
All right. So it shines for 9 bludgeoning damage and 11 radiant.
And he'll take 6 psychic.
Nice. And we'll go to Warden.
Okay. I will attack the aspect of Moon.
Nice.
31.
That hits.
Oh, that was the wrong weapon. For 18 damage.
Nice.
28 for 24 damage. Last third level for 21 damage. And then shit. How do I delete this? 2d4 and 48 for holy weapon and enlarge for 19 more damage.
Nice.
And then I will step to here. Here if I can, I guess. Get
Okay, they do their
shiny at
reaction,
least.
I guess. 30 or natural 20.
Yeah, that'll hit, but it is not a crit.
That's right. So 8 bludgeoning and 17 radiant.
I'm down. Fuck.
All right. In that case, at the end of that turn, the aspect of moon makes the crystals shine, and I need wisdom saving throws DC 19.
From everybody?
Yes.
Uh,
15.
Are we within Warden's thing
I don't
again?
think they go when they're at 0.
Yeah.
The ore doesn't function.
Ugh. 14.
All right. So I want to tell you, as the moonlight the light here shines, Shiny and Marsfield.
Yep.
All right.
Indomitable?
Oh, yeah, I have Indomitable. Jesus. I forgot how fighters work. Nope. Worse. Oh, wait, plus 18. Jesus. Ah. 9 plus... Yes. 12 plus 18. Yeah, I succeed. I use Indomitable.
Because I say I don't just give that plus 10 or something, right? It gives you like
If you fail your saving throw, you re-roll it with a plus 18 bonus.
plus 18. Yeah, I knew it was like something insane.
Yeah.
Plus level.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
what it is. All right. In that case. After we look at that, and there we go. Sorry, give me 1 second. Have to get Shiny's consequence here. Why am I having such a hard time with this right now? We'll get that in a second, I guess. And yeah. Yeah, I'll come back to that in a second because it won't matter for this too much. And then we need the Wilds Legendary. Yeah, they're going to strike at Mars. With their spear. Or 27 to hit.
That just hits.
That is 8 piercing damage and 10 poison.
I'm I'm the character that's not resistant to poison on this one.
All right. Hag stands up, moves to Shiny. The aspect of Dark, rather, is doing this. And pushes out with their claws. 18 to hit Shiny.
Does not hit.
26.
That will hit. But I will use my reaction to use my reaction of deception from Trick. DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
Got it. 27.
I'm sorry, was that the aspect of the moon?
Dark.
Okay, well, I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, never mind then.
Okay. So 24 damage.
Mars is going to use the reaction to do protective field on Shiny, so you can reduce that by 10.
Ooh, yay.
This is what I want. And let's see what she gets here. Yeah, she'll send out a wave of crackle electricity at Threnna, Nylumia, Laren, and Warden. So, deck save DC 22. This is 39 for a fail, and 19 for success.
That absorbs elements.
Threnna is looking so bad, she's coughing. And with a turn, the aspect of wild. Yeah, just take in 3 attacks with its spear on Mars. First is a 16.
Nope.
18.
Nope.
15.
All miss.
Look at that. And we've got the moon. All right. Let's see. Nylumi, you're up, right?
Yeah.
All right. So it'll start off putting a bolt of blue moonlight at you for a dirty 30.
Yeah.
That is 29 radiant damage.
Yeah, I'm not up anymore.
All right. Then surveys, sees Laren and fires for 26 and 22 to Laren.
Does not hit.
All right. And with that, the full force of all the spirits and the crystals crack, moving, and everything now pulls to the beacon as it rotates and energy permeates in a different form. The Guardian's gone. And now the beacon glowing bright pink and yellow, absorbing all the souls of the Fae. But let's see, Elantha, or so would you go? Because I've got a few zeros here. So Laren?
She'll walk up to Nylumia and give a healing potion. That's a bonus action. Let's see. 16 points. And can I still give a potion as an action, or is that not a thing anymore?
I think you can, yeah.
Okay, cool. I shall give Warden another one.
Nice.
That's 11 points.
All right. Lethor still down, and we go to Shiny.
Shiny will use his Ethereum Dragon feature thing to cast the spell Soul Tide. So that gives everybody within 20 feet. He'll get centrally located so that everybody's within 20 feet of him. And modifier +5. So 2d6 +5. Everybody will get. That sucks. 13 points of healing.
Okay, I don't know if you can get everybody. So you couldn't get Mars.
Well, Mars is up, right?
Yeah, Mars is fine.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so you get everybody but Mars, basically.
That's
Oh,
fine.
Nylumia never went down. She had Death Ward.
Haha!
She's just a really good
I was
actor.
just kidding. I was just hugging the beacon, okay? It looks pretty. You guys have to ruin everything, Warden.
All right,
I-
do get up. And now shimmering with Threnna's blue, like dark energy, the mysterious energies of the Fae and of the Luxon silvery beams. The whole room seems to be transformed and shiny. The agony seems to be no more, as the energy here seems to come in and then finally stop. The 6 fountains crack. The pillars crack and fall. The room grows dark, except for the light of the beacon that slowly lowers itself. Steinar kind of pushes it towards Nylumia so it doesn't go down the hole.
Yeah, here, I'll take it.
As she's exhausted, you now see it's shaking with this held power. The panels slightly bulging under the pressure putting out of it. Not sure how long it can maintain this form.
You're at peace now. We did it.
We partially did it, Shinrail. Partially. They're not at peace yet. They're all in here, and if we don't get them to peace, something bad will happen.
Well, they're not in pain, at least.
Again, for now. Our job just got much harder.
How are you gonna keep that around? How are you gonna move it with you?
Like this. And ooh, actually, we can't create a demi-plane in here, correct, Matt?
Correct.
Once I get outside, I can create a demi-plane and store it. But I crawl over to Warden and then hop on your shoulders as you're standing up. but my good mount here is gonna help me get up there.
Are we leaving the Deadlands now?
No, but we have to get outside so I can put this in the demi plane.
Okay. I think we might need to rest here for a bit because there's some golems we might need to fight.
I mean, if you think that's what we need to do, if this Azrael made this, there's no way they don't know what we just did.
He definitely knows that we just messed with this stuff.
Don't know the full consequences of everything. I don't know what this was powering. Could be a lot going on.
So do we make a dashboard out now?
I'll cast Armor of Agathis on Threnna to give her 10 temp HP.
I am tapped out of magic.
I have a couple of things left. Who's
Uh,
how bad are you, Warden?
I'm at 24.
Yeah, so you're gonna get that's a good roll. 30 more HP.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then I'll give Armor of Agathis to Alanthor, Threnna, and Nylumia as well. But level 1, so just 5 temp HP.
Nylumia, you get another 25 points of healing.
Well, if we're gonna make it up for it. I think we go now. And I don't think we face the golems. I think we just get past them.
Yeah.
Actually, hold on. So, Matt, I know dimensional travel doesn't work here, but Nylumi has this staff of cast scene that allows her to cast Pass Wall.
Okay, yeah.
Could I create a tunnel for us up right now?
Let's look at Pass Wall.
Because I'll look at the new. You'll see it. Let's see.
It's only 20 feet deep.
But I can cast it multiple times with the staff. Because it's not concentration.
Indeed.
And I could right now do with the staff. Let me see how much charges I have in it. I have 40 charges. It costs 5, so that's 400 feet. Or no, 200 feet. If I was to use all 5.
40 charges. It costs 5.
Yeah.
It's 8.
Yep. So 8 times.
8 times 20 is
20.
160.
Oh, 160. Yeah, my bad. Half. Still, I don't think we're that far down, are we?
You would think 160 should probably do it, yeah.
I mean, I could use
We've
all my
also-
charges in my staff, and we could just have our own little dumbwaiter up.
Who's
We've also
going to
gotta
be
get-
the dumbwaiter?
Actually, I can't use all my charges.
Actually, Nylumia, can I borrow your circlet?
Here.
Laren puts the super tiny circlet for her on her head and shape changes into Azrael.
Oh. You could have said that earlier.
You were having fun doing math. I wasn't about to stop that.
Well, we've also got to get past all the undead.
Well, that is true, but if we borrow up, we just might end up in the street somewhere as well. So
That's
Oh,
very true, and those things
no,
will
no,
follow us.
None of you can fly either, I'm assuming, aside from gestures towards Saint Lumia. Or like strong enough to carry all of us.
Well, I mean, I have magical carpet. That one has a broom. That one, I think, summon a horse, and I believe Laren's a ghost, so she could just float.
I can take flight too.
And Turner has skeletal wings, I guess.
that's cool.
Mars, you and I got the broom.
But
Uh,
let's. Laren already looks like Azrael, so head out.
Yeah, and he looks kind of concussed, so I don't know if flying is going to be the best for him right now.
I
Gesturing towards Alanthor.
also don't have a horse right now.
Well, if you guys don't feel like walking out of the dungeon, just hop on my carpet.
Shiny's gonna hop onto his broom.
I'll hop on the carpet.
Alanthor's going to flop on the carpet.
So you're flying through the hallways, or are you trying to do past the wall?
I believe we're flying through the hallways. At least they are. I think it's just following Laren.
I thought we were doing pass wall.
No, Laren used the shape change to turn to Azrael.
Right.
What are we going to do about this guy?
Is he still unconscious?
He is currently.
Leave him.
I didn't want to kill him or any of them.
I mean,
So we leave
is he
them.
technically stuck how he is?
As in stuck under whatever control he's under?
Yeah.
For right now, I think he is.
Like, if we were to take him with us, couldn't we figure a way to stop that?
I think if we take him with us, he's going to turn on us because he's under control.
Well, if we tomorrow, if we rest, get a night's sleep, I could try to free him of that control.
Should we put it in a bag of holding or something?
I don't think Razga's undead. So,
It's not. Looked pretty dead to me, but okay. We could just leave him. It's
I
not-
think it's just under control or something.
Yeah. You do
Now,
have
let me
space if you wanted to try to do something in this room, because remember it was their holding room that seemed to have the things that held them here through the dark powers. That's up to you.
Unfortunately, my magic's tapped. No, I have it right now. So now Limia slides into his pocket a note that she quickly writes, and she puts in Talvin's name and goes, "We'll find you and we'll rescue you from Talvin. Don't forget us." And she stuffs it down his shirt pocket and chases after the group. "Hey, wait for me!"
She's like, okay. So yeah, using your brooms and kind of sticking to the paths you came in. Where are you looking to ultimately go? And I guess what's your plan to get from the mausoleum out through the fence of iron?
Well, once we get up top, I can. Luckily, if we can make it up top, I could get a dimensional door magic back if I use some blood magic.
Well, don't you have spell mastery vortex warp? Isn't that how we got in here?
Oh, yeah. I'm really exhausted. But that's why you're my favorite grandson today. You deathboarded me. You're just really showing up this King of the Fae right now.
Hey, I greater restoration you so you weren't exhausted, and I healed you like 70 hit points.
Yeah.
Such mastery of spells now, Lumia.
Yeah, but it's about being preemptive instead of reactive. You know what I mean? You gotta be thinking about them before something bad happens.
All right. With this, using your magic to teleport out, you can see that the area is littered with the undead citizens all looking up as the purple vortex within the sky is gone. And what looks like tiny beams of sunlight are beginning to filter, almost permeating as it's like not quite reaching the ground. And there's this weird, tense panic.
Olivia said, I don't answer that. I still think you should have stayed. But there's going to be a lot of problems then.
Lanthor just looking up at the sky, kind of chuckles to himself. I didn't know. I forgot the sun existed.
Like, I mean, before we head back into town, you guys realize they're going to know it was us, right?
Very likely.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to put that out there before we head back into the main city and get ourselves possibly trapped and have to deal with everybody.
Do we just want to find a quiet spot to rest for a night? Instead of going back into the city to the tower?
I mean, if we can, I still have a little bit of magic left. I could create a mansion for us for the night.
That would be helpful.
I'm just worried, even your friend that's really fond of you, Lanthor, everybody's gonna see this. I mean, come on.
I'm sure they already have been. I'm sure they're all just. Yeah, I'm sure they already know what's going on.
Wait, can we teleport yet?
I don't think so, because that was a Deadland thing, was right?
Yeah.
Okay. So teleportation doesn't even work within, like.
You can teleport within the Deadlands, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, if we want, I can get us back to the tower.
I don't know if the tower's safe for us.
Oh.
That's the problem. We just did something massive and something that could throw everyone in some sort of mood. We don't know who our friends are right now, if we have any. We could have just become public enemy number one.
We slept at the. Where did we last sleep? Take a long rest.
at that lady's house, the mansion or the tower.
Okay.
But like me and Lantha are saying, we don't know if we could trust her now. What
Yeah.
we did.
We need somewhere quiet to lay low.
So who is good at spotting a place that I could put this mansion so nobody would notice it?
Well, I could. How big is the door?
It's a door. I mean, most people won't see it, but
I mean,
it's
if
still
we're
magical.
if we're looking for somewhere quiet to put it, I could help us try to find a quiet spot. I mean, like I haven't been to Zadash since before everything happened, and it looks kind of different now. But like, I mean, it's still a city. We can find somewhere quiet, tucked
As
away.
long as, yeah, we just need to find somewhere tucked away where they won't be scanning, won't detect magics and stuff, because
Yeah.
that's the only way they'd be able to find us, really.
Guess Alanthor, give me a survival check.
Lantern still has 4 tied up. So that's cool. Survival. Oh, look at my stealth modifier. Jesus. Oh, there we go. Natural 20 for 27.
Okay. In that case, you search through the cities. Everyone kind of like staring up and in panic, don't quite totally realize all of you being disguised, so having some of the magic left. As you find a corner and you are able to cast. This is a mansion.
Yep, Nalumia's mansion.
Nice. And with that, you open and describe your mansion again there, Naomi.
As we come in, you will all see pictures of Nalumia and Karaka, a grand display of them. Now you see also she has all her little shops of Wizards of the Roast in each little place, like on the wall. There's the ones in Nicodranus, the one in Roshana, the one in Whitestone, and then there's a couple spots that say coming soon. And then there's a big picture of Wizards of the Toast coming soon. And then you see definitely more like portrait family styles of the Razgard at different moments. And then you see little fairies that come up to each member, offering them a choice of coffee and pastry. And they look exactly like Shinriel, but they're tiny. And they're little fairies, and they look very Disney-esque, like big eyes, big smiles, all cheery. And they're just all happy and dancing, almost Munchkin-like. And it kind of feels nice to be somewhere relaxing.
When did this happen?
What? When did what happen? I've been recruiting for new staff.
But where did you find them?
I made them.
Okay, so it's not really recruiting. Why did you make them look like that?
Why not?
I
think they look cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. One comes up to you and offers you a shy tea.
Thanks. I forget, do they talk?
No, I don't think so.
I don't believe so. Other than somewhat pre-programmed things. Yes. With that, resting within the mansion, trying to recover with the brimming Luxon now exuding power within. And who knows what is going on outside. Try to figure out what natural catastrophe has fallen them. We will end for tonight